Hi everyone, it's Sean here from Affiliate Income Hero, and in today's video we're going to be taking a quick look at a new product released by Joshua Zamora called Creaite. It's a new product which actually launches today, March the 2nd, 2021. So we're going to take a look at what the actual product is. We'll have a look at the sales page, what's in the members area, some of the pros and cons of the products, including the costs and upgrades. And then I'll give you my final thoughts as to what I think of the actual product itself and whether you should invest your money. So what is the product? It's actually a hosted AI software package that helps you to produce readable content for any major niche in under 90 seconds. Like I said, it's AI technology which generates real content. You don't need technical skills. There's a training area to get you started, and it produces content that Google actually ranks, giving it exactly what it wants. So you don't need to spend lots of money on having content written for you. So we'll go and have a look at the sales page in the back office in a second. Like I said, my name's Sean and we're from Affiliate Income Hero. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'm continually putting out content on reviews of products that I use myself and products that you should avoid. So if you can give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, you'll be kept up to speed when I put new content out. So let's just take a quick look at the sales page. So this is the actual sales page, and to be fair, it doesn't actually shout out a lot of the usual hype that some of these products do shout about in terms of how much you can make in the first week of you implementing their system. It's actually more about the software itself and what it actually can do for you. So effectively, he's using what he calls artificial intelligence, which is a web-based app to help you produce content in any major niche in under 90 seconds. So it's all about around you being able to produce content for you to post on your websites to get eyeballs basically from Google. And there's nothing here that talks about how you can turn that into making loads of money, but it's all about saving you money on producing engaging content. 100% unique, it says as well, and obviously for a lot less cost once you've bought his system, but we'll go into that in a second. But effectively, the sales page is actually not too bad compared to some that I've seen. He's just telling you what the software is going to allow you to do, and that is how you can generate content which is 100% unique, that will give you the power to dominate your niche and get more traffic and effectively more profit once you've produced that content. So there's no massive outlandish claims about what it can, what you'll get once you've got the software. What I am interested to see is actually how this produces the unique content and whether you can actually use it to get traffic to your website, because predominantly that's what this software is designed to do. So let's actually have a look at the back office and see what it's all about. So this is what you'll actually see when you log into the back office. So you've got a dashboard area which just gives you a welcome video, just telling you about what you can expect from the software. Down here on the left hand side you'll see some icons which I'll go over in a bit more detail in a second, but you can buy credits. This is the articles. This is where you actually go and produce your articles, and then there's some of the items here: plugin API, white label. These are all the upgrades. So I'm actually in a demo account, so I've got access to all these, but depending on what level you buy into, and we'll go over the OTOs again later on, but it will be depending on what you can actually have access to. There's some tutorial videos which again, it does talk you through all that you have, all the different areas of the software. The problem is if you haven't upgraded to these other items, you won't have access to them anyway, so it's pretty pointless you having some tutorials to some of the plugins that, for example, that you won't have access to unless you've upgraded. Then you've got a support button, and then some bonuses, which I don't know if this has actually been populated. There's some videos now, there wasn't earlier on today. So how do you actually use the software? So if we actually go to the articles tab here, you can see that there's lots of other articles already being produced, and that's not all by myself but other people as well. You've got the different types of niches. You can go to the niche find, but basically you want to click new or just the plus button there. Standard, if you come in at the entry level, is the only type of article that you can basically produce, which is like one off. Then you can choose your niche. So if we go for health, for example, and then you can go into a sub niche. So if we went to back pain, and then here you get the option to choose the language. And again, if you haven't updated to the other 12 languages, which you'll have access to if you do upgrade, again, you won't have this option either. And with regards to the articles, you will either be able to just produce a single article, or you can go all the way up to 5 articles in one go. And again, that will be dependent on what level you decide to buy into. Same with the folder. You can save this, to a folder that you designate, or to any place that you decide that you want to save it to. So if you're hosting it on their website, you can set different folders for you to put that to put your articles into. The thing you have to do is you have to give it a starting prompt. So you need to give it a few lines of text. So for this article, we're going to do back pain. So if I go to Google, I'm going to put down back pain as a keyword, and grab some text. And I'll grab this here. Ooh. So you just need to give it something for the artificial intelligence then to go out and build your article on. So if I copy that, and I'll go back into the software and paste that in here, and I click start. Now this is going to cost me 1 credit, and when you buy in at the lowest level, you get 50 credits, I believe, for you to start with. But like I said, I'll go through that with you in a second. So it's writing the article, so I'll pause this video for a second. Okay, so the article's now completed. Now this was based off the beginning text that I took from here off of Google for back pain, and then it's turned it into an article itself. So let's have a look at what it looks like. The bit that's in yellow is obviously what I copied from the internet and then pasted into the software. And if we actually have a look at the article it's produced itself, it's actually not too bad. I mean, it actually reads really, really well. We'll look at the most common cause of the back pain and ways to tell if you might actually have these conditions. The most common condition in the back is called degenerative disc disease, also known as osteoarthritis, OA, and DDD. Osteoarthritis is the most common degenerative disc condition and also most common cause of chronic pain. So I think, I'll have to take my hat off and say that the software actually produced some really good content, and it all reads okay. There may be some grammatical errors that you need to go through and check, but for all intents and purposes, it's actually not bad. The only caveat I'd say that it's only a 409 word document or article, and if anyone's into SEO and you know about Google and what it actually wants nowadays, is it wants quality articles, but it also wants something that's a bit longer than just 409 words. Gone are the days when you could write a 300 or 400 word article and it would rank on Google. They want a lot more in terms of the content and related keywords. So again, I put back pain. Okay, this is one of the types of back pain you can get. This is actually a condition of I think spondylosis is arthritic spine. So I mean, that's not the keyword I put in, but it's related to back pain, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt there. But just looking at this, it's not long enough for a Google article, for a website or for a blog, and you'd have to go through it and make sure that you put some key elements in there in regards to the keywords that you're looking to target. There's also some other issues. You'd have to take it and then put it into your WordPress site or wherever it is you're hosting your content, and add images. There's backlinks, etc. you need to add to it. But for the software itself, producing a unique article, it's not too bad. And what I did is I actually looked at some of the other articles as well, and then I ran them through some plagiarism checkers. This article was on weight, and yes, it's saying that there's 14% that's plagiarized, or could be, but this was the original content that I took from the net. So there's 86% of the rest of it is unique, so you'd have to rewrite part of it. So the bit that you're taking as unless you write it straight from the get-go, so you write some unique content to get the article going, that's fine. But if you don't, then you'll need to rewrite it so you do produce a unique piece of content. And again, with this one here, this one's about acne, and again, this is 92% unique, and again, it was only a certain part of it that I'd used to copy to get the software to produce it. So, I mean, all in all, the article it produced was reasonably good, but we'll go into some of the reasons why I think you need to consider how you use this software and where I think it would fit with regards to using it for marketing. Because just using it for your website, I don't think it's going to cut it. As some of you may have noticed, when I produced the article to start with, it came up with using 1 credit, and that's because you actually charged additional credits for every article you produce. So if you use 1 credit, then you'll produce around about a 350 to 400 word article, which that's typical of what I've found using the software today. If you want an article that's much bigger, that's something that's going to allow you to post it on a website, like I said, that's going to be like between 1,500 or 2,000 words, you're going to have to be using 3 and 4, maybe even 5 credits for each one of your articles. If you buy in at the entry level, that's going to cost you get 50 credits, but after the 50 credits is gone, then you're going to have to start buying them. So this is basically what it's going to cost you. So you get some one-time offers within the software. So it's not a case of you just buying the software and then being able to produce the content. You will have to buy extra credits to be able to produce more articles effectively. So this is the best option, which is the 100 one-time credits at $127. So it's $1.27 per article. If you need to do 4 or 5, then that soon adds up. But obviously, if you go for the 50 articles, then that's doubled. So then all of a sudden, the articles that they're producing for you, it's not cheap. You could get someone to write an article for you from Fiverr or another place like that. But that said, if you were using this for a different purpose, which we'll go into towards the end, then it's probably not too bad. But you've got to bear that in mind. As I said, these items here, the plugin, the API, the white label, these are all the upsells. So let's have a look at exactly what it costs you to in terms of the OTOs. The entry-level package, which gives you the 50 free credits to start with, is just called Creaite. And during the early bird offer, it's $44 just to buy, and then that's it. You just buy the product and you can use it. But then obviously you'll need to top up when you've used your 50 credits. The first OTO is called the Creaite Agency package, and then Agency Plus. And that basically gives you the opportunity to buy the package, but then it is a monthly fee of $37. Which gives you 15 extra additional credits every month, and then 5 to 10 new niches added, and then the higher priced Creaite Agency package gives you 50 credits every month, with a 50 extra bonus as well added on top of that. But then it's a monthly cost to you of $47, and that's obviously reoccurring. You get more niches as well. And the second OTO is basically what they're saying is their most popular. So you also have the ability to add the questions and answers, and also the languages. There's 12 different languages that you can also use within the software. So you can produce it in French, Spanish, and obviously 10 other languages, including English. There's a Q&A writer as well, which allows you to create questions and answers. And then the hyperwriter is where you can choose to be able to produce up to 5 articles in one go. And then OTO number 3 is the plugin. So where on the dashboard you had the plugin here, this gives you the opportunity to have the plugin on your site and then automatically post your content out to your sites as well as being able to do that to some of your client sites. A couple of issues with this really is obviously once the articles are produced within the software, they're not ready for you to post. You need to do something with them. So like I said, you'll need to be able to add internal linking. You need to add images. You'll need to add various other things to make that article ready. Make sure it's keyword optimized, etc. And then you'd need to then post it. So being able to automatically post it doesn't really give you anything. And then also the agency license. This is implying that you've got some customers that are ready to buy articles from you. So if you're relatively new to affiliate marketing, the chances are you won't have any of this. So you won't have anyone to post articles to. You're buying this to be able to post articles to your own site. So I don't really see what the value of this is, but the cost for this upgrade is a one-time fee of $47. And then the last OTO is the white label plugin. So effectively you can have the plugin and then you can sell that on to other people, but it's in your brand, so it's effectively your product. You've white labeled Creaite under your own umbrella. Again, I don't really see the value of you being able to do that unless you have a customer base that you could potentially sell it to, or sell your articles to. So if you're new, it doesn't really add any value. So I don't see the point of this particular upgrade unless you've already got an established business and you know what you're doing. So the cost of this white label plugin, they're saying it's a total value of $2,500, but the cost to you to do this is like just under $300. So all in all, it's quite an expensive funnel. Now, I'm not saying the product's not worth it to some people, and we'll talk about that in a second in what my thoughts are overall on the product. But again, unless you've already got a business of some description where you've got customers that would be interested in the product itself to produce articles, or you're able to produce articles on their behalf and you could sell the article to them and post it to their site, which again, really, they won't see the value either if you're not being able to make sure that the articles are written properly, structured correctly, have images added to them, etc., before they're posted to their website. So what are my final thoughts on the product? In terms of the articles that it produces, I can't knock it, because it does produce articles which are effectively, 100% unique, providing you change whatever it is that you've sort of used to get the AI technology working. Where I think it falls down is I don't think it's good enough to produce content for your websites without you having to do a lot with that article in the first instance. You'll also have to use a lot of credits to produce an article long enough for you to be able to use it, but then you'll have to edit it and do all the rest of it before you could even post it. It is, with whether you like it or not, it is a kind of content scraper. I'm not sure where they're scraping the content from, but you've given it a starting point with content from the internet or from something you've written. It then has to go out there and find other content for it to be able to produce the finished article. It's not going to be able to just produce it out of thin air. I can't see how it does that without being able to scrape the content from somewhere and then spinning it perhaps so you get a unique version. Now that may be okay now, but the more people that start to use it, you may find that you're starting to get more issues with regards to plagiarized content. So that's something I would definitely consider. If I'm honest, and if I was going to use this product, I wouldn't be using it for website content. I'd be using it for something, producing perhaps an ebook or a lead magnet, something you could give away for free, maybe even producing content to put up on social media posts, something that whatever it is that you're particularly interested in, so your area of expertise, you can produce content for your audience on your social media platforms, that kind of thing, or giving away a free product and ebooks, like I said. That's where I could see it actually helping. But I'd say if you're going to have a go with it, then just have a go at the entry level, $44, just see what you think. I haven't got an affiliate link or anything. I've purely done this to review the product for the benefit of other people and people subscribing to my channel, so they know what to expect from the product. So that's my review. I hope you found it useful. I'd really appreciate it if you haven't already. Please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. And if you are looking to use this kind of software to generate an income online, so you're into affiliate marketing and you're looking to understand how to do it properly, I'd encourage you to click the link in the description below, where you'll be taken to a course that will actually show you how to start and grow an affiliate business from the ground up. My name's been Sean Elmore from Affiliate Income Hero, and I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. Until next time, I'll speak to you soon.